Quite Honest Movie Reviews. This is the Orville, which is Fox's sci-fi show from Seth MacFarlane. It is very much a homage to Star Trek, and the show plays out as such. I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, the episodes probably aren't perfect, but in the sense that they're great and that they're fun and enjoyable. And there's a nice balance between comedic aspects and actual sort of serious drama, which is a little bit different from what MacFarlane usually does. And that is a nice thing. It works really well for the show. I love the concepts and the ideas that it explores. I actually think it's better because it actually touches upon some interesting aspects of modern society and kind of really focuses an episode around a concept or a theme that is of a big topic nowadays. It uses a lot of common day sort of shows and references and such, and that works not only for entertaining the current audience but also making a sense that in the future they're probably going to be watching the same things that we watch now, since we watch a lot of old things, and that just makes sense. The action is good. The CGI is actually really well done. I'm very surprised by it over the season. I mean, it's not like movie level, but for TV it's actually quite incredible. I do like how every episode is standalone. You can just kind of come in. You don't need to know any of the backstory, and you can just learn a new character, because every episode's tried to focus on sort of exploring the backstory or building around a singular character instead of just throwing us into situations and developing characters later, which was a nice change. I would like to see some more kind of show arcs in the future, that meaning like multiple episodes that are kind of more tied closely together. And a couple of them, they make references back to past episodes. There's a sense of continuity in it, but not in the sense that it's a straightforward series. You can watch it as such, but you don't have to specifically watch every episode to jump in and just start watching it. There's lots of different cool aliens, and they do a really good job of providing a variety of species and planets, and that kind of builds into the whole concepts and themes, is that they're always exploring new places and really new cosmic ideas, stuff to do with time, stuff to do with like quantum breaking and paradoxes and all sorts of fun stuff. And each gets like its own little fun exploration, and then the episode kind of leaves you wondering at the end, and that's a nice sense that you don't really get with other shows. We've needed a good fun sci-fi show for a while, and I think the Orville is absolutely perfect for it. The cast is quite good, some of them a little weaker than the others. Some really standout ones, especially when they do the horror type episodes. I was pleasantly surprised by them, how dark they can get. And there's a nice sense of it feeling realistic with as far as people getting damaged, but there's still that lighthearted comedy style is, again, not really what you're used to from him, and I think MacFarlane did a great job kind of moving away from that and adding actual dramatic elements with some comedic aspects. Now the first couple episodes, a little bit rougher, but once it gets kicking and starts going into some of the social kind of concepts that we have today, and then explores them and puts a new perspective on things, I think that's really interesting. I really enjoyed it. I love the scenery. I think the CGI looks really good. They've got a nice cast. They've all kind of grown into their roles really well. The character development was there to make them stronger and kind of give us a reason to care for these characters, aside from just jumping in and giving us a whole, everybody in the crew gets developed at once or so forth, or only one character gets focused, and they presented that really well in this. And while it was limited, I can't wait to see more of it. I hope it gets expanded upon. It's an easy show to watch, lots of fun. If you like sci-fi and you like space, it's perfect. One of the jokes is it's more Star Trek than the recent Star Trek, and it definitely does feel like that old classic tone, but modernized enough. I'd give it a 8 out of 10, and you can read my full review in the description below. And if you have any questions, let me know.